Welcome back. We love having you on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for being
lovely
here.
to be here.
I'm so, we've got a lot of things we have to get into and talk about.
Sure.
But backstage, you just told me something very interesting. I know you're a big fan of the Queen. And
I was, in fact, yes.
Yeah.
I am Canadian, you see.
Yes. Can you tell everyone what you told me about? You went to Buckingham Palace?
I went to Buckingham Palace with Steve Higgins, actually.
That's right.
We, not recently, but a couple of years ago. And a friend of mine arranged for Steve and I to watch the changing of the guard from inside Buckingham Palace's gates.
Wow.
And we went through a rigorous security background check and all this stuff. And it's just being of England. My parents are from Liverpool, England, so it's like a huge, huge deal.
Of course.
And we got let in, and then the band comes out and they're playing that, you know, all that. And I'm like, oh, this is so amazing. And then they break into the Austin Powers theme. And they started playing Soul Bossa Nova. And it's like, there you go. Yes. You know?
I mean,
and I couldn't believe it. And then one of the guards walked by holding a flag, and they're not supposed to talk. And he goes,
not.
oh, I bet you've heard this song before, Mr. Myers. And I'm like, don't talk to me.
you're not allowed to talk.
Don't talk.
No, you're not allowed to talk.
I'm Canadian. I'm going to get in
cool
trouble.
is that? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Austin Powers, though, you've actually we've talked about it on the show a bunch of times. Would you ever do another Austin Powers? Would you ever do another Wayne's World? Would you ever? These are rumors that I'm starting. And
Yes.
we don't have an applause time. They're doing that because they love this. Would you do another Austin Powers? Would you? You have something to announce?
No, I don't have anything to announce. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence or non-existence of such a project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do it, of course. It's fun.
Yeah.
But,
What do we need? How do we make this happen? What would it be? How can I inspire you? What can we do?
I don't-
What, a Dr. Evil spinoff?
I have 3 kids under the age of 11. I've been super, super busy.
I know, but
being a dad.
I know, but come on, we want more. We want more
that's
from
very
you,
kind.
Mike Myers.
All right.
We need it, yeah.
I'll see what I can do, Jimmy Fallon.
Thank you very much, Mike Myers.
Very good.
I want to hear about Amsterdam. I want to talk about this. We had Robert De Niro on the show, but what a cast! Margot Robbie,
God, yeah.
Christian Bale.
No, it was like doing a movie at Madame Tussauds. It was like, I was so intimidated. It was just, you know.
Yeah.
Chris Rock and I were just watching the rest of the cast, and we were like, "Oh my God, actors are awesome, aren't they?"
No, please.
And it was just absolutely intimidating. And
How's David O. Russell?
David O. Russell's a genius. It was the greatest.
He's one of the best directors.
Oh my God, he's an American auteur. It was one of the most creative, fantastic experiences. I was super sad when it was over.
Yeah.
And it was just everybody pulled together. It was an unbelievable.
Did you talk much with De Niro?
I did, but I was too intimidated, you know, because it's sort of like being in a scene with the Eiffel Tower, you know. It's like, oh my God, those are the molecules that make up Robert De Niro. Holy crap.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
And he's super lovely. He's very introverted and very, very nice. And I didn't want to take up any of his time, you know. So he'd be like, do you live in New York? And I'd be like, yeah, I live in New York. I love it. Great. Which is sort of like, don't talk to me. Don't take up any more of your time. Aren't you from Toronto? I'm from Toronto. I live in New York. I love New York. Done. Because I didn't want to take.
He's like, Mike Myers is weird.
Like, this guy's bizarre. Yeah. And I developed this laugh too. So you'd be like, yeah, on night shoots, do you drink coffee? You go, yeah, I do. I don't have that laugh. I've never had that laugh. But I was just so...
You kept doing it?
Oh, my God. Yeah, you know, it's great.
I like coffee.
Yeah, I love coffee. Who doesn't?
I put milk sometimes, cream in the coffee and sugar.
Yeah, sometimes sugar.
Yeah, what am I doing?
What am I doing? What an idiot.
Do you stay in character when you're in that character?
I've always stayed in character, and now it's just superstition at this point. And I thought, is this weird? And then Christian Bale also stays in character all day. And because of the improvisational nature of the movie, I was never sure when the day was done and I could talk in my normal accent again. And so neither did Christian Bale. So I ran into him in front of his trailer, and he's English, right? He's from Wales, but he has an English accent. But he's playing an American, and I'm North American playing an English person. And so he's sort of like, where are you from, Mike? And I'm like, well, actually, I'm from Toronto. And I thought...
What a brain workout.
And I'm like, I'm not going to break. Are you going to break? I'm committed. I'm
That's
committed.
really fun.
And he's
Oh.
going, I know I'm from a small town of Wales. And I'm like, hey, I'm from the suburbs of Toronto. Terribly English. And
I love hockey. And
I love hockey and maple syrup and mountains and all that.
Can we tell everyone what Amsterdam is about? It's a comedic thriller.
It is. Amsterdam is about three friends. It takes place in the 30s. It's a beautifully made movie. I'm so thrilled to be part of it.
Yeah.
It's about friendship, and it's basically asks the question about what is your Amsterdam? What is your favorite time in your life? And we see their favorite time set against an unbelievably and historically accurate and fascinating intrigue.
I like What Is Your Amsterdam is pretty great.
Yeah.
Kind of sums it all up. It's perfect. I want to show everyone a clip.
Yes,
Here's
please.
Mike Myers in Amsterdam. Take a look.
Paul Canterbury, Canterbury Glass, London, England. We make the finest prosthetic glass, industrial glass, top secret glass, military glass, every kind of glass except window glass. Unless, of course, it's bulletproof. Have no fear, a friend of Miss Valerie is a friend of Paul Canterbury, who offers you a lifetime supply of Canterbury glass eyes.
Not too bad.
As you can see, I've got the same injury as you, or perhaps you can't see due to the fine craftsmanship of Canterbury glass.
Who else can do that? Who else can do that? Mike Myers, everybody! Amsterdam is in theaters now. Sutton Foster joins us after the break. Stick around, everybody.